Hey everyone, welcome. We're at Medicine College, and this is the 2020 ACAC Women's Basketball Championship Weekend presented by South Country Co-op. We've got an incredible weekend of some amazing women's basketball, and I know here in the city, we're all looking forward to it, and I'm sure right across Alberta, as so many incredible schools and institutions are represented this weekend. And so we've got the coaches of the championship teams joining us at the table here. I will introduce them one by one. Of course, we've got the host team, the Medicine College Rattlers, Clayton Nielsen at the center. Down at the far end of the table from Kiana, we've got Duane Vigilance. From Lakeland, Chris King. From Nate, Todd Warnick. Augustana Vikings, John Diedrich. From Lethbridge, we have Deanna Simpson. St. Mary's, Steve Schultz. And to my right, head coach Avery Harrison from the Olds College Broncos. We'll begin with Coach Clayton from the Medicine College Rattlers. Clayton, if you wouldn't mind, the theme this weekend is saluting women and girls in sport, and I know that's an important topic to you, both as a coach and as a dad of a couple of girls. Can you talk a little bit about the importance of that theme to this weekend?
Yeah, I think when Terry and I were talking about this a while ago, of just making sure that we wanted to celebrate women in sport and really having some good role models on campus to show kind of the athleticism and the work that's put into, in this case, basketball for the people of Minnesota to see. I think the athletes that are going to be here this weekend they're powerful, they're fast, but they're also super sportsmanlike, and they kind of care about their teammates. And I think looking at the teams and when we're scouting or we're playing against them, they're really good about being there for each other as a teammate, and that's something we want to show as well to kind of balance off the strength and the athleticism that we're going to see from the teams.
Sounds good. A little bit about your coaching background for those that aren't aware. Can you talk a little bit about your coaching career?
Started on the men's side. I helped out with Grand Prairie College for a while. I was at Camosun College for a while. And then I was asked to go down to Red Deer to help Sharon Hamilton in Red Deer for a couple of years, and that kind of steered me onto the female side. And I've been with the Center for Performance for Canada Basketball, did that for a couple of years. So just kind of around the kind of national as well as some provincial team stuff as we went through, and then I got the job here. This is my 4th year here, and it's been great every year so far.
Coach, you've a good portion of your education was in Australia, and you've got kind of an Australian flavor on your team this year. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't go there, which is too bad. But yeah, so it is Australian. It's a master's in coaching, and really. What was good about that is I did have instructors from all over the world teach within it, which was awesome. But even being at Keano, when I was up there, I got to meet a coach from up there who's now in Australia, and that just kind of helped me keep those connections with Australia. And yeah, having Morgan and Jasmine on the team has been great. They're great people, and we'd really love to have more of them on our team for sure.
All right. Your team has had some struggles this year, but you finished with 2 strong emotional wins over SAIT. Tell me a little bit about the preparedness of your team this week.
I think we're the most healthy we've been all season, possibly. I think we played 7 games without at least one starter, at least in those 7 games, maybe even 2 starters we were missing. And there's goods and bads to that. I mean, the good that we had other people step up and get experience they normally wouldn't have received by having the starters play. And yeah, I think we're just healthy, ready to go, and just really positive to get the weekend started.
So your team is not necessarily favored to win. You're kind of the underdogs here. What's the message to the girls then?
Right now, it's just because we have so many young people. It's just do your best, play simple, be encouraging to each other, and then go. I mean, playing Keano's doing great. I mean, they're 20-4, and they're a tough team. And so whatever we do, we just have to make sure that we're sharp because they're going to be doing the same. All
right, thank you, Clayton. I'll get you to pass the mic down to the very end there. And we'll go with Duane, Coach Duane, the head coach at Keano. Duane, a little bit of, I guess, unfinished business this year after getting so close to the championship last year.
Yeah, I guess you can say that. Losing to Olds in the final. I thought it was very rewarding for our kids to go out and battle against a tough team like Olds. So I don't know if it's revenge this year or not, but we're happy to be back.
Coach, you're probably, if I'm not mistaken, I think you might be the only coach at this table who actually grew up in the community that you're coaching, and what does the Huskies program mean to the overall sporting landscape in Fort McMurray?
I think it's pretty big, being a community guy and growing up there. You know, I went to Canandian College as a kid just to play rec basketball and rec soccer, and now to be at the head coach of the basketball program, I think it comes full circle for me. So I'm very happy that I can be a part of that, and trying to continue to grow the community aspect of Canandian College and Fort McMurray. What
has been the biggest surprise this year around your Huskies team?
Everything.
Yeah.
To the growth of our freshmen, the leadership of our returning players, and just kind of myself. I learn every single day. They've taught me some things that I'm very proud of them to teaching me. And you know, I think we have a group that will be around for a long time. We only have one fifth year, which is very good. Our team coming back for the next few years, I think we'll be strong as we move forward.
Is there any one team represented at this table that you're looking forward to most to playing this weekend?
No. I'm scared of them all.
All right, once again, thank you, Coach Duane. Coach Duane from Canandian, we appreciate that. That brings us to Lakeland Rustlers, Coach Chris King. He's a two-time ACAC Coach of the Year. Coach Chris, coaching is obviously a passion of yours, both in your career and your business. For those that aren't aware, you've actually started a little bit of a business enterprise that could really benefit sports in all of Alberta. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we can. So Golden Ticket Sports was designed basically because we don't have a lot of PD opportunities in Canada. We're trying to get in world-class speakers, especially on the basketball side of things, so that we can have PD in Canada and get the same opportunities that a lot of our American friends can have. So it's a new venture for us. It's been very exciting, and it's made lots of connections, so it's a good time for us.
All right, you won the ACAC Bronze last year. What are some of the big improvements that you made to the team this year?
I think the biggest thing is returning a core group. So we have 7 girls back. A lot of them took big steps in the right direction, and key for us is a couple of our better players are healthy this year. Last year we had a couple playing on torn knees or other things. So we're looking forward to playing a little more healthy and having a shot in every game we're in.
All right, sounds good. Once again, head coach Chris King of Lakeland. Moving on to Nate, we've got head coach Todd Warnick. ACAC Coach of the Year in 2007, won the championship in 2008 with Concordia. And congratulations on hitting 200 wins this year as an ACAC coach. What does that mean to you?
It just means I've been doing this a really long time. It means I'm old. No, it means a lot. It speaks to the commitment of the athletes I've been able to coach, and they've been a tremendous group of young women that I've been privileged to have the opportunity to work with.
A lot of your girls have never played here in the South, in Medicine Hat. How excited are they for this weekend?
I think they're excited. I mean, we've got a good mixture of athletes from across Alberta, including some Southern Alberta athletes from their high schools. So it'll be they're excited to play some different teams and to be in a different environment for sure.
Your team has won 3 of their last 4. Have they hit their stride? Are they peaking right now, or maybe hopefully they'll peak this weekend? Hey,
I think we're playing good basketball right now, and as long as we continue to do the things that we do well and take care of each other, we'll let the games unfold as they should.
All right, thank you once again. That is Coach Todd from Nate. Moving on down to Augustana. This is head coach John Diedrich, 26 years as a teacher. Does it feel kind of strange to be called an ACAC rookie coach?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sitting next to Todd with 200 wins, and I was just hoping to get into double digits. And so, yeah, it's funny in some ways because I've also interacted with a lot of the coaches that are sitting at the table who have been recruiting some of the athletes that I coach at the high school level. So a lot of these guys are not. The coaches are not strangers to me, but certainly being in this position, seeing what they do from this side, definitely a healthy respect.
John, you're the dad of a daughter that plays volleyball at a high level. She plays at Augustana. What is, and the same question we asked Clayton, what is this weekend with the theme of women in sports and girls in sports? What does it mean to you as the dad of a female athlete?
I think that Clayton said it really well in terms of people will get to see the athleticism and the speed and the strength and of elite level female athletes. And I think sometimes there's an ignorance that sometimes maybe only guys can do certain things. I know, like with my daughter as a setter, that was true for her. And I think some of the things that that these teams, or how these teams play, the ball moves. Like, it's fast paced. There's people that you can't leave open well past the 3-point line. There are big bodies crashing inside where there's a lot of contact. And I think that the exposure that the general population can have to elite level athletes like that is it's awesome for young kids coming up that want to grow in the sport or even pick another sport, but just to know that there's opportunities to play at this level.
Your team 10-2 at home this year, kind of struggled on the road. What are they going to have to do to really improve on the road this weekend?
Well, we liked our small little court at Augustana, so that was really nice. So we're going to have to get used to playing good. We can't turn the ball over. The teams at this point are too well coached, too disciplined in what they do. We have to shoot the ball well. We're on the small side in terms of the physical makeup of our team. So for us to have success, we got to share the ball a little bit. We don't have any elite scorers on our team. So if you were to look down our roster, we have a lot of people that are in that 8 to 10 range, and I think that makes us in some ways harder to guard or harder to scout for, but we need those people to kind of come through in the clutch for us.
All right, Coach John from Augustana, thank you so much. Moving on to Lethbridge Kodiak's head coach Deanna Simpson. Welcome to the tournament this year. Given that you've had so many rookies on your team this year, I think over half of your team is our first-year players. Is it safe to say that this season has been a really pleasant surprise for the Kodiak's program?
Yeah, we experienced a lot of growth throughout the year, a lot of up and downs with rookie kids who are learning to play in the ACAC and not only trying to do that, but trying to live away from home the first time, holding themselves accountable to go to class. So to be where we're at is a huge achievement.
For those that aren't aware, a little bit about your coaching background.
This is my 3rd year as the head coach with Lethbridge and my 5th year coaching overall. So easily the least experienced coach at the table, but I will say I either, played when a lot of these guys were coaching, learned from them that way, and learned a lot from them coaching against them. So it's been learn on your feet and get ready to go right away.
You made some extensive changes, I guess, midway through the season. You added at least a couple of players for the second semester. Can you talk about how that helped your team gel?
Yeah, adding 2 additional players that at our guard position just helped us to play a little bit faster. John talked about that they're not very physical and we're a little bit that same way, and so adding some more guards added to our speed.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Once again, that is Coach Deanna from Lethbridge. St. Mary's head coach Steve Schultz is here. Steve, you started coaching at St. Mary's in 2014. Can you talk a little bit about how the program has grown and what you're so proud of since that time?
Yeah, when I started, I got the job that same year, and I came in, ran an ID camp. I cut the entire team that was previous there, which didn't go over well in the community, but kind of needed to change the locker room just a little bit. And then just from the club teams that I had coached, I knew a lot of the girls, Montana, et cetera, through club, and it was kind of a perfect storm. They were all looking for a place to play, and we needed players, obviously, when you cut an entire team. And so they came in, and they just had the right mentality to turn the culture, and ever since then we've had a lot of, we've had obviously lots of downs, but we've had lots of ups, and we've had some success. And the girls that started the program, I think, have set the tone for work ethic, et cetera. And so now the girls that do come in kind of follow in those same steps, and we maintain that culture. And so far it's worked.
You've had an interesting season. I think you were around 500 at the break, but undefeated since then. What happened halfway through the season that really caused this team to just find that extra level?
Yeah, we our last loss was against Olds, November 22nd. Not that we're paying attention, but we lost that Friday night, which put us at 4-5, and then the next night we were in Lethbridge, and that was kind of at that point in my eyes was if we lose, we're done. If we win, we give ourselves a chance, and we that night just happened to come out on top, and then we went into the break. I think we had a lot of new players. We have a roster of 8, and so I think it took time just for the players to, not just to gel, but the players that are leading our team had to figure out how to work with one another. And because we heard a lot of conversations, well, I don't want to take the ball away from her, and I don't want to take the ball away from her. So I think it takes time, and having such a short roster and short bench, I think that break, Christmas break, really helped. And then after they came back, we just, everything kind of clicked, and the girls are working really hard, and I think they figured out how to play with one another, and we've had some good games since the break. So,
who are some of the most exciting players on your team that the fans should watch for this weekend?
Emily Wagner, obviously, is one of them. Juhi Anderson, that's in here. Hannah is a player that can make a difference in a game. Some of the most exciting players for me as a coach are the ones that drive me crazy and frustrate me. They're maybe not the ones that fans notice, but Juhi and Emily, obviously everyone at this table, they're all great coaches. If you don't stop them, it's pretty tough to beat us. So they're the two that carry the team. And then we have some secondary players. Like I said, Hannah from the outside can hit threes, and Maddie's kind of a sneaky player too. She can get points suddenly without you recognizing it, and then next thing you know, she could be in double digits. So, and Shale, our post, probably the smallest post in the league, leads the league in field goal percentage. So, you know, we're able to lean on her a little bit on the inside and get some buckets as well.
All right, Coach Steve, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And finally, head coach Avery Harrison, 3-time national champion coach, 5-time ACAC coach of the year, 34 years. As an ACAC coach, you must be proud to see how this conference has really grown to what it is today.
It really has. It's so competitive. You can't take a night off. And you look at the coaches here at this table, and you know, these guys are the reason why it's so, and ladies are the reason why it's so competitive. They put so much time into it, and the athletes have become more athletic over the years as well.
Mm-hmm. You've been at the helm of some impressive teams. What do you like most about this year's team?
I like the culture of our team. I like our leadership. We have great leadership. People understand their roles, and our locker room chemistry is really good.
Mm-hmm. Your road record is 9-1. It's actually better than your home record. Why do you think that is?
Boy, if I had the answer to that, I have no idea. I have no idea, but it's nice to be on the road this weekend.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Is there any one opponent here that you're looking forward to the most? I know I've asked the question before, but what's going to be the marquee matchup as far as you're concerned?
I don't want to play any of them, but I guess we got to play somebody. There's no easy matchup out here today. You know, we're all 0-0. It doesn't matter what we've done up till now, and this weekend decides it for all of us. All
right. Once again, Avery Harrison, head coach of the Olds Broncos. Again, everyone, this weekend, lots of exciting basketball. It's the ACAC Women's Basketball Championships, the conference championships, presented by South Country Co-op. Come and check out some of the incredible action. Learn more about the tournament at the ACAC website and rattlers.ca. On behalf of the coaches table here, thank you, and hopefully we see you at the Snake Pit this weekend.